What's up, everybody? So last week, Kathleen Zellner filed a motion on behalf of Steven Avery. Now, it was a bit of a surprise. Not many people knew this one was coming, but once it came out, I did do a video on it, and I will link that in the description below so you can go have a view for yourself in case you're interested in seeing that. But now I have a copy of the actual motion that Kathleen Zellner filed on behalf of Steven Avery, and I'm going to read it here to see what exactly is in the motion that she filed. It states, "Please take note that the petitioner, Steven Avery, and through his current post-conviction attorneys, respectfully move this court for leave to file the attached affidavit and amendment to Mr. Avery's current motion, which is pending." Now it states, number one, current counsel became aware of a witness, Thomas Burish, maybe? I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce his last name, B-U-R-E-S-H. I'm just going to call him Thomas from here on out, on or about May 10th, 2023. Thomas, who was present in Manitowoc County in 2005, has provided an affidavit as to his observations of Teresa Halbach's Rav4 and the occupants of the Rav4 on Friday night, November 4th, or early Sunday morning, November 5th, 2005. Thomas's observations and identification of Bobby Dassey driving the Rav4 corroborates the previous submitted affidavit of Thomas Sawinski that Bobby Dassey was in possession of Teresa Halbach's vehicle after her disappearance. Mr. Avery seeks leave to amend his pending motion, paragraph 20, with the additional words, Thomas corroborates the previously filed affidavit of Thomas Sawinski that Bobby Dassey was driving the RAV4 vehicle of Teresa Halbach on Friday night, November 4th, or early Saturday morning after her disappearance on October 31st, 2005. Therefore, Mr. Avery moves this court for leave to file the attached affidavit, Exhibit A, for Mr. Avery's current pending pursuant to the Wisconsin statute and amend his pending motion. And it is signed by Kathleen Zellner and Stephen Richards. It states, Thomas, under oath, hereby states the following. I am of legal majority and can truthfully testify to the matters contained based upon my personal knowledge. The factual statements are true and correct to the best of my knowledge, information, and belief. I am of sound mind and I am not taking any medication, nor have I ingested any alcohol that would impair my memory of the facts stated in this affidavit. In 2005, I was employed as an independent, self-employed repossession agent, not for any specific company. On late Friday night, November 4th, or early Saturday morning, November 5th, sometime before 2 a.m., I was driving a tow truck looking to repossess a vehicle in the area of Highway 147 and County Road Q in Manitowoc County. I noticed a vehicle in the park and ride on Highway 147 and 43 that had just struck a deer and had a broken headlight. I gave the driver a roll of duct tape to repair the car. After that, I was driving down Highway 147 and made a wrong turn to go south on County Road Q, and after I realized my mistake, I turned around and was heading back north. As I was heading back north, I noticed a RAV4 driving south on County Road Q. The RAV4 turned left on County Road Q after it passed me. I noticed the RAV4 because it was unusual to see any other cars out on the road at that time of night. My tow truck had bright headlights that would illuminate the oncoming RAV4 so that I could see the occupants, which I observed as the RAV4 passed me. I had a helper with me named Mike, I do not know his last name, in my tow truck that night, who also noticed the RAV4. Mike is now deceased. In the fall of 2006 and 2007, I was watching the news about the Avery trial. I noticed Bobby Dassey and recognized him as the driver I saw that night in 2005. In November 2006, I was in jail on a domestic charge in Brown County, Wisconsin, and again in February 2007 for bail jumping. During the time I was incarcerated, I told the Brown County detective that I had information about Teresa Halbach's murder, but was ignored and told I was already in enough trouble and to shut up. I could not recognize or identify the passenger in the RAV4, but I am 100% sure it was not Stephen Avery. In 2017 or 2018, I told my brother Ron about my observation of the RAV4 back in 2005. I do not know any of the Avery or Dassey family members personally, but I may have dropped towed vehicles at the Avery salvage yard on a few occasions. I believe I have encountered Stephen Avery on one occasion at a local McDonald's, but I did not converse with him. I do not know Mike, Osmunson. Man, I am terrible with last names, and a bunch of these people probably have simple last names to pronounce, but they are not simple for me. Nothing has been promised or given to me in exchange for this affidavit. So that is the newest news in the Stephen Avery case. So Thomas has come forward stating he's seen Bobby Dassey driving Teresa Halbach's RAV4 after the murder, and that there was someone else in the vehicle with him. Now, this is some pretty big news. It's going to be extremely interesting to see where this goes moving forward. What do you think? Let me know. Leave some comments below. I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you again soon.